6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And a give this time to the tailback. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 27. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And his throw here's incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there in the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And it's 2nd down. To throw again. Stafford. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
13 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, it's Gibson, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Antonio Gibson.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 18-yard line.
Second down at 5. Haskins will throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw, Haskins. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
McCann's kick up and good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Stafford. Completing it here, Marvin Jones. 36-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 44 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Stafford. And here's another interception. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So it was a a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up second.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Third down.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
4 yards.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Taken down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. They'll find Galloway. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On on the handoff. This is Swift. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Strong coverage by Washington, and now fourth down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Yard attempt.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Nicholas Morrow.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the rookie Jeff Okudah. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a touchdown. Big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. No good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First down, Washington.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. Gibson. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Back now at Ford Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Alec Ogletree with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
And it's 4th down.
Here's Cressway now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Turn. Here's Agnew. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over
At their own 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. His throw incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. It's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run the counter. It's Gibson. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 12-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 54 yards.
On the play of 54 yards. And a Washington first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And Washington has retaken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. Fighting ahead at the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
For 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll find Hall. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well. Executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to throw. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Washington first down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
That's the reason we bought for. Circle around twice for the encore.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs on.
Today's final.
We were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Detroit, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.